The arms.
Well, he's not dead. And he's not a fucking,
No.
cage dog.
Come here. You want to sit with? Nope. You don't want to get on my lap. Hey, come here. Ow.
You must have a tiny dog if you're allowing it. If it can fit comfortably on your lap.
Yeah, she's not that big.
What kind of dog is it, Gavin?
She's part pit bull, part coonhound, and part beagle.
Hmm.
So very mixed. Dog, come here. Well, I know you want to play right now. I've got stuff going on. Come
A
here.
dog has a name, Gavin.
Kari, come here.
There we go.
Come here, baby.
Kari?
Yep, her name's Kari.
Is it short for Hikari? As
Sorta.
in Don's Japanese.
No, So I was not thinking that when I got her. Her name was
Yeah.
originally Shine when I got her. They named
okay.
all of her and her siblings after like light and stuff. And I was
Mm.
just like, oh, I went to
Yagami.
Japan. Kari, short for Hikari, which means light. Honestly, I thought more of Digimon than I did than Pokemon at the time. I honestly did not register that until now.
It's very coincidental, Gavin, is all I'm saying.
I get it. I completely understand. I didn't think of that until just now. So, like, I truly did not.
Fucking weebs.
Again, Fire Emblem.
Could have also gone for like.
How
Light
much did you
Yagami for
spend on
Death
that
Note.
app?
About 400.
That's
Yeah, and you
pocket
call
change.
us the weaves.
Sure, what part of India are you from anyway?
Maharashtra.
I don't know why I bothered asking.
That was Central India, right?
Yeah. Central West.
Oh, okay, I see where it is. Okay.
Are we live, game?
We should be.
I didn't. No, I did get the notification. I wasn't paying attention. All right. Well, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, everybody.
Sorry that we didn't do one last week, but Kevin. Well, it was Kevin was in Canada. Actually, yeah, it's not my fault this time.
I will take blame. I was in Canada.
He was eating maple syrup and hockey.
At poutine.
Ooh, that does sound
Tasty. Very tasty.
good. Nice.
So you're basically in northern Minnesota then.
Northern Minnesota. You're in our hat.
They're just a lesser version of us. I mean, they can't help it.
That's fair.
Oh, no. No, I want to preface, we don't actually believe that. Well, okay, I don't believe this. If we have Canadian audience at all, I don't know if games like audience stretches that far. So I'm trying not to piss people off.
The sun never sets on games audience.
I can
Or
hope
the
one
sun
day.
never rises in the first place.
No, that's not cool.
Oh, sorry, game.
It's not wrong. It's fine.
Oh.
I mean, for his own stuff, maybe, but for some random group of people playing D&D, the only view that's not from us is probably like, oh, I actually clicked on that link.
I mean, Allie, I think, watches us.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, it's still part of the adventure at one point.
Yeah. At one point. It's been a while, but
Oddly, right now, Austria is #1 on me for some reason.
wait, we're number one?
No, Austria is #1 for some reason.
Why is Austria?
The U.S. is second
Austria.
in terms of views.
Interesting.
No idea.
That's a weird fan base. We love you,
like-
Austria, I guess.
There's no way
Canada's
to be
not
number
on the
one.
list. At least Canada's not top 10. I can say that.
Okay.
But we'll get back into it. So last time you guys made your way to Mechanus. After probably about half a year, it had been a while since you guys saved the city from falling. And you had gone there to speak with Core's creator / Papa, Frank Flask, to get some information on, shoot, that other person's name. Give me a sec. I have the sticky note up. I have it up. I promise I have it somewhere.
I don't remember his name.
Gibson, yeah.
Gibson.
Yep, Gibson, who, as it turns out, was Frank Flask's half-brother. Or not half-brother, full brother, but
Twin
also
brother.
but also a childhood friend of Frank Flask's wife, who basically Gibson is trying to bring back to life. And sought the Forge of Souls to do so, along with basically being able to control souls but bring them back against their will, as well as bringing them back people who died of natural causes, which is not typically possible. Which I don't remember Farina heard. I don't think Farina heard this, so it's gonna be interesting when Farina finds out about this. Because
Right.
I figure Farina's gonna be very against the dead coming back to life.
Well, to an extent, sure.
But as well, a certain Sachi got put in prison after,
Unjustly, so.
if I recall correctly, it was for graffiti and also
Destruction of property, I believe was
destruction of property. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so she had to learn her lesson there. But Leo did help get her out. Well,
did he?
Yeah.
Sort of. Really, he just kind of made her pay.
Yeah. Pay extra
I
too.
convinced her to go on the right path.
Right, it's subjective.
Meanwhile, Farina took the time to schedule a meeting with Mayor Colrun. The mayor of Mechanus, as well as the council member of the 5th province. And seeking to basically be able to create a location / temple dedicated to the Sisters of the Raven Queen. The Sisters of the Veil, that's what it's called. I always forget that.
You made it up.
I'm sorry.
Well, somebody made it up.
No, for sure Tashara made the name, but...
Yeah, well then be respectful.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's fine. It's not like I remember much of the names you give me.
That's fair. But you guys currently are staying with Frank Flask. You guys spent the night, and we're just gonna say it is. Well, there was also some other stuff with Leo finding out about Sachi having a somebody in her head now.
No, I found out about Leo having somebody in his head.
You knew that already. What are you talking about?
No, because I tried to fucking like warp his mind.
That was a while ago.
And then no, that happened in the last session. I just fucking re-listened to the last session.
I do remember that because you tried modify memory. That's right. Well, Leo also learns that Sachi's working with somebody called the moderator, who was able to basically block the subscriber from her arcane smartphone.
Yes.
So, at this time, it's kind of a stalemate to see what might happen between those two. But it is a new day in Mechanus. And we're gonna... Well, Core doesn't sleep, so I guess we'll start with him. Core, what would you be doing early in the morning?
Knowing core, probably the standard, and trying to fiddle with something.
Okay.
Maybe make small adjustments to his wings, or making small pieces that'll advance towards his quote unquote core ex machina.
As you're working, this is still pretty early in the morning, you hear some footsteps coming up to the forge, and you kind of glance over and see Frank Flask walk up, pulling his sleeves back and putting on some goggles. And he starts getting to work as well on the forge.
It's like me as person would say something. Would core actually be more logical? It's like, yes, he was been told that, or been told that he's actually more active. So that is correct. And just, god damn it, yeah, core probably just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
Just kind
I
of
know.
look over, and then look back.
As you guys are working, he kind of like, the wings are a little off center. If you want to stay in the air longer, you're gonna want to center it just a bit.
Understood. Your advice is appreciated.
He kind of nods. It's weird, but like he's not trying to like. He's not trying, because you've known him. He used to always just really get up in your business very much, and that was kind of part of why you left. But now he's kind of just seems to be content just working alongside you.
Core is
He's
much more happy with this version. If core could feel happiness.
yeah. He has definitely changed a lot. You can like compare to what he used to be. It definitely looks healthier. Because honestly, he looks younger than he used to. And he's definitely like getting there in years for a dwarf, but he looks younger than he has in a long time. But he doesn't really. He'll like every so often he'll kind of he'll like help you with a piece. He'll kind of just like he gives you a little bit of advice on how to like make the wings stronger, how to temper the metal a little bit harder so that it's even stronger. Just really just pointing some things out that you realized, huh? Yeah, he's right, huh? And you just
Well,
two of you
considering the
keep working.
fact I literally have how many eyes, keep one eye on him to still learn a few tips and tricks. I'm still not stupid enough to realize that I know everything.
Yeah, of course.
Not that I'll actually say anything.
Oh yeah. No, Core Core, it makes sense the Core would not admit anything.
Not well, he admit that he's still, or he is willing to admit that like he still has more advancement if you are actually better than him. He just says, or just that he would then probably follow up with, but once I'm able to reach your level, it'll be easy, or it'll be easier for me to reach that level than you. But in this case, it'd be more kind of along lines of kind of watching to learn that way, and he would get more out of it by just simply observing and noting it down internally than it would like trying to interrupt.
Yeah. I will say if you had brought up the once I get up to your level, it'll be hard for you to reach, he would have totally just said like, probably should have made you shorter.
And I just would have had myself taller.
As you two continue working into the regular hours of the morning, I would say there is a certain point. Weirdly enough, for the rest of you that sleep, the work that Core does, and even when Frank joins, is kind of rhythmic, like a lullaby. Like it doesn't keep you awake.
In all honesty, it probably would eventually synchronize as almost unconsciously, as because Core is watching him do it to try and mimic it, etc., etc., etc.
Oh yeah. But which of you would be awake first?
Me.
Sachi? Okay. What are you doing?
Good question. What am I doing? Gavin, what am I doing?
I don't know. I asked you.
There's someone actually I want to visit here. Now that we're in back in Mechanist. I want to go see Clyde Consinium.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, first, as you wake up, Armsby is right next to your bed.
Who the fuck's Armsby?
The little construct made of arms.
Isn't that Armistice?
It's your son.
Armistice, right?
Yeah, it's Armistice.
Oh.
Oh, in the code. Okay, yeah.
Am I the one with Yes, I am.
Like, are we all locking? Okay.
Alright, now I'm on 30 seconds.
Hello?
Discord is having difficulties.
I should be green now. Am I? Oh, no, I'm red.
Okay.
Hello?
All right,
Okay.
I think we're good now.
I hear Kevin.
Yes.
Okay, Kevin. Matt?
Back to about 40
Oh, yeah.
milliseconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Game.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, that was
So that was-
weird.
That was just Discord then.
Okay, yeah, because like all of a sudden you guys were talking really fast, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh, I was hearing breakup because I was getting down to 50 milliseconds, or sorry, 5,000 milliseconds of ping.
Yeah,
So-
I had to run a speed test just to make sure it wasn't my
Kevin,
internet.
Andrew's evidently watching. He said, "I'm not hearing Sachi smile," so he's disappointed. It's just hearing this Kevin
Andrew's
guy.
there, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's Armistice, Gavin. It's not Arms.
Oh, Oh, why did
Yeah.
I call him? Okay, I got arm
That's-
speed from
that's
something else.
And I was gonna, and as I was saying at the time, it's like, yeah, even I know that one.
Sorry, I misplayed. I'll explain later.
Okay.
Armistice is kind of just sitting there, staring at you, and he gives you a little wave.
What you want? Huh?
He kind of gestures to himself and holds out his hands.
You want a hug? Is that what you want? You fucking abomination, you piece of shit!
He nods, like.
There's nobody watching, right? It's just you and me here?
Gives you a thumbs up.
Okay, real quick. And I go in for the hug. Gonna give him a 1 second one-handed hug.
All right. As you hug him, you hear a "Pshing!" and he is currently holding a camera.
Son of a bitch.
And he's gonna immediately roll off.
You know, I can't even hate. Respect. He said the way he made it, I thought he like pulled out a knife or something with that fucking sound effect.
He pulled out a knife, and yeah, that wasn't my best sound effect, I will say. I can't really do a camera sound effect, unfortunately.
Is there a camera? No, I don't have a camera sound effect.
But yeah, no, he has run off,
Okay.
and he seems, sorry, he seems to be bouncing giddily.
Can he even bounce? I always assumed he's just like built like Wally, but with a ton of hands.
Well, like he kind of uses the arms can kind of bend and they kind of spring up.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, no, he has gone off and he is very happy.
Well, what a little turd.
But after that, you see that both Leo and what is it, Farina, seem to be asleep.
Okay. Let's just assume like I woke up like extra early this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, and and I want to make my way to Clyde Consenium.
Okay. So if I recall correctly, Clyde Consenium was the brother.
He was the brother. He turned up to stone.
Oh.
Is that the one we broke the finger off of?
Yeah.
So I want you to roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Hopefully I roll a little better. Get some of that Farina luck. Oh my god!
What'd you get?
Nat 1.
Natural 1. Okay. So, how am I gonna do this? Okay. Can one of you roll me a D100? Oh
Damn.
no! 3 on a
That-
D100.
Very low.
According to my
Dang, you
investigation,
stole-
5 should be in this house.
Dang, dang, Matt, Leo just stole your divine intervention.
But why?
Okay. I yet to use it and don't plan on using it anytime soon.
I don't think you even have it yet, right?
No wait, divine intervention comes at 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I do not have it.
Right, because you're level 8. I think you have like 8 levels of
Correct.
cleric and 4 levels of fighter.
Correct.
Um,
Yeah. The low level or the original version of divine intervention is almost worthless. Like once per day, you have a 10% chance. Hey God, do something for me. No. Hey God, do something. No. At least when you get to level 20 or 19 or something like there, you at least get like a high percent chance. So that it's actually, oh, I'll consider it.
Maybe. um. So, anyways, you do find him.
Oh. I also cast invisibility.
Okay.
I'd
Well,
prefer to keep my tracks covered.
you find you ask around, and some people say, "Oh, he's in he's in the center of town."
Oh. Does that
And
mean what I think it means?
when you get to the center of town, you see a bunch of like fountains and statues,
Okay.
and including one of Clyde Consinium on the fountain.
Huh.
It appears that nobody ever bothered to unpetrify him, and they just left him as a statue.
It's kind of fucked. Are there like any like robot guards around in the area?
Yeah, there's some constructs kind of
Okay.
walking around.
I'll go up to one that's like, that's like a person, right? Like, not a good person, but it's not just a decoration.
It was Mr. Consinium was ruled to be guilty of assailment and aiding a criminal.
Okay.
So he was punished to stay 1 year as a fountain.
Huh. Well then. How long's it been?
Is he conscious?
For sure. I wave my hand over his like eyes to see if his stone eyes blink or not.
Well, he's made of stone, so no.
What you need to do is unstone him, and then
Yes.
get him to do something, and then restone him.
Yes, that was actually my plan in the first place. Can I look at it? What do I need to unstone him? Unpetrify him?
You would need greater restoration.
Okay, I don't have that.
No, none of you do.
Can I find somebody who does have that?
Is this 5th level spell or 6th level spell in 5th edition?
It is a 5th level spell.
I am one level off from that.
Yep. You can roll me investigation at disadvantage.
Okay, I will take that. Investigation. I went so well the first time. Well, better.
So you do find a few temples. A few temples to various usually forge-related deities, such as Gond, Kor's patron.
Oh.
Gond with a D.
Gond. I did say Gond. I just
it sounds
I
like
didn't
Gond.
pronounce.
I heard. Yeah, I heard.
Well, you go up to the high priest there, who happens to also be a warforged.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, that is not a spell I have access to at the moment.
Why not?
I am not powerful enough yet in my training.
Okay.
I.e., at a game, he doesn't have that. He's not that level yet.
Oh, okay. Do you know anybody who does know it? I mean, there's gotta be some fuck around here who knows how to do greater restoration.
Unfortunately, to my knowledge, nobody in the city currently can cast that spell.
What's the square root of pi?
3.14.
Okay, but keep going.
59265.
Just keep going. Just keep going until you get to the end.
He keeps going. I can't. I can't go further than that.
Well, I just want to break him. I want to break him.
He just starts spouting numbers.
Okay, and then I walk away.
He keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say what you gather some more information from non-constructs. they kind of realized, oh, we don't really have anybody that has that level of spell. Because the thing is that 5th level spells are very high level, and most, like, believe it or not, you guys are technically an outlier.
Really?
Most people aren't, like, it's very rare to meet people that are that high of level.
Okay.
Like in D&D, because commoners have like 10s across the board, typically. So.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go back to Clyde Continuum statue under the guise of invisibility, and I'm gonna take one of his fingers.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay. With advantage.
You do have advantage, yes, because you're invisible, and I think you also have those boots.
I do.
Okay. Okay, you're able to get up to it. Now I need you to make me a strength check.
Shit. Okay. With advantage?
No.
Okay. Oh!
Okay. It's a little tough, because you're not that strong, but you managed to break off his pinky finger.
Yeah! Woo!
Do you actually do that?
Yeah.
I need you to make me a stealth check.
Another one?
Yes,
What
because
did
you
you break?
just yelled, woohoo!
Oh, that's what you meant. Sure, why not then?
27, okay. Alright, so yeah, you start going, woohoo! And like the Warforged kind of all turn. Like the Warforged guards all kind of turn, and you kind of scrunch down. Woohoo! And you just start tiptoeing off as some of them start kind of going up to inspect the statue.
Yeah.
What did you break off?
His pinky finger.
Yeah, Clyde Continuums.
And
Did you break off the
eventually,
same hand or a different hand? From the other finger?
what'd you say?
I said, did you break it off of the same hand or the other hand?
I
From
don't
his other
actually think
finger?
I took off his finger last time. I think
No,
you
I did.
actually stopped me. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I broke his finger off. The first
You
time
sure?
I tried it. Yeah, because I'm the one that petrified him.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that, not gonna lie. It's been a while in my defense.
It has.
I remember all Leo's evil deeds.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many of them. I don't know how you keep up with them. So yeah, so we'll roll me a d4, or to see if it's 1 or 2, it's the same hand. If it's 2, 3, or 4, it's the other hand.
Okay. Oh, same hand.
It's the same hand. Yeah. As you were breaking it off, you noticed where Leo had broken off his finger last time.
Memories.
And you are able to make it back to Frank Flask's house with that.
Look, turtle boy! Look what I got!
I imagine this is when Leo wakes up, because it's funnier that way.
Okay.
Leo, you wake up and all of a sudden Sachi's in your face with a finger.
What did you do, Sachi?
Remember Clyde Continuum? Remember that fuck? The one fuck? You know the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, took his finger.
Why?
That'd be funny.
How's it? You just got out of jail for destruction of property. You're doing the same thing.
It's kind of funny though.
How's it funny? Who's laughing?
I'm
How'd you-
laughing. Yeah.
Where even was he?
Oh, he's a statue.
Why is
in
he
the
still a
middle of
statue?
I'm not even him a statue, okay? They just kept him a fucking statue. It was his fucking punishment. Yeah, he's gonna be a statue for a year, but gonna be missing a finger or two. Look, it's the middle one.
See, I broke his finger off because he was an asshole. You're doing it just to be an asshole.
So we're both assholes. What's the difference?
No, he wasn't the asshole, so I broke his finger off. It was his punishment.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're
agree.
doing.
I also wanted to punish him.
Are you sure?
Uh,
Are you sure you're not the evil one here, Sachi?
Oh, I'm the good one. I'm the good guy here.
Uh-huh.
You literally have the subscriber fucking inside of you.
We all have someone inside of us.
Okay.
3 of our 4 current party members have somebody inside of them.
Is that true?
Core's chest just suddenly opens up, and there's just been a halfling inside all along. They never know.
Core closes the chest real quick. You know you're not supposed to come out yet. Everyone's watching. What? I captured it when we were at the halfling village. It repairs me from the inside.
Oh.
I feel like that could be canon and also care, I feel like, or react. But you didn't get caught.
It's
You didn't get caught, Sachi, right? Nobody knew you broke his finger off again.
Nah, I'm stealthy.
There's not going to be an investigation.
There's always gonna be some investigation on me.
And well, if the bounty comes after you, just remember, we know.
Yeah. Don't try and cash in on that bounty.
Crazy bit.
This is probably about the time that Farina wakes up as well. Because Sachi's being loud.
Go get.
Shut it.
Okay, fair enough.
I love that. Just like, I just imagine that like Farina just like has a face mask, like a sleep mask, and like opens it up, and it's just like, shut it. Goes back to sleep.
Well, I'm at this point. I'm waiting for Farina to wake up.
Why?
Oh, Farina, you're awake now? You're here?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I just, I missed you, and I wanted to just, see you. Apparently, I know you have that
You're
big.
not coming to the meeting.
I didn't say I was coming. I just wanted to see you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how's it going?
It's going. I took off Clyde Continuum's finger.
Who?
Do you want it? You want to give it as like a tribute to the Raven Queen? Does she like fingers? Male fingers? I know she likes penises, or she hates penises.
Who?
The Raven Queen.
Whose finger did you check?
Oh, Clyde Continuum, the brother of the robot dragon guy that we killed, that I killed.
Right.
Mhm.
What? How did you check his finger?
He's like a statue now, or something like that. They just kind of left him like that.
Well, that seems cruel.
Yeah. Did you want his finger or not, though?
That's what I was expecting their response to be. Yeah, it was cruel. Oh, that's a finger.
What am I gonna do with a finger?
You can't. It can't. Does the Raven Queen accept sacrifices of fingers?
No.
Okay. Well then why did I take this finger off?
I don't think you plan ahead. So.
Clunk!
What?
Catch! And I throw the finger at him.
What the crap?
That's yours now, buddy.
Why?
I don't want it. Why would I want a fucking weird ass finger?
Why do I have to have it?
Why I don't want it? Just take it. Why are you always complaining about something?
Your antics are kind of just astounding, to be completely honest.
Are you so mad at me about the whole, not telling everybody that Core killed those kids or something like that?
I mean, listen.
Like, we're cool now, right? We're cool?
I still think you both are kind of messed up for doing it.
But...
But I can't do anything about it now.
Oh, okay, good. Then we're fine.
Or I took on the other side. I still have their bodies if you want to resurrect.
You don't have their bodies. I'm going to go ahead and say I would not have allowed you to do that.
No, I know. I didn't grab their bodies. The cat lady wouldn't have let me do it anyways.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I have a very important meeting and I need to get going.
Okay, have a good meeting.
Yeah.
I forgot. Did you want Core to come with or not?
Well, do you guys even know who the meeting is with? Did Farina tell you?
What?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, since Sachi knows, then everybody knows.
Well, I'll just say that then, if everybody knows, basically you all know that Farina is going to go meet with Mayor Colrun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Frina mentioned it afterwards.
Yeah, during lunch or dinner or something. I think I did mention that, but yeah, Core. Well, I guess he could come along, but
I mean, if you wanted him to, I don't think he had any real reason to, or he didn't personally have any reason to come along with.
well, again, if you want to come along, that's fine. I know you're not gonna cause trouble, despite what I just learned about you.
What? Like I said, I took care of a situation in the most efficient way possible, and my teammate was crying and begging for help, so I was simply providing that help.
I was not crying. I was just wet from my eyes.
Well, yeah, well, I don't buy it, but it's done, and can't really do anything about it now. So never mind. But yeah, if you want to come along, that's fine. But
Modify memory.
Sachi's not coming along.
Modify memory? Oh no. Are you actually casting that?
Yeah.
On who?
Okay. On Farina, it seems like.
Yeah.
Farina, roll a wisdom save. Nope.
I mean, it meets.
Perfect.
Yep. Nope. It doesn't work.
Oh, well,
You're
just
definitely
ignore.
not coming along now.
You can just ignore that.
Modified memory. Free to just stare. Yeah, you're not coming along anymore.
Yep. So.
No. And I'll leave the room.
But yeah, sure, I'll come along, I guess.
All right. Oh. Sachi's really casting spells this time.
Left and right.
Are you waiting for them to leave before you cast invisibility?
Yeah. I mean, Core's gonna be easy to spot.
Okay.
Leo,
Leo, are you going?
He doesn't try
you
to stop himself from being seen.
Leo, are you staying behind or are you going with them?
Leo was not invited and feels he has no reason to be there, so.
Okay. Sachi, where do you go invisible?
Just like into the next room.
Okay.
Better keep up with those stealth checks.
Yeah,
you know
roll-
who you're trying to get stay away
true.
from.
That is true.
Yeah. Roll stealth check.
Okay,
Well,
with
Core may not be able to
This-
see you.
Would Core care if he saw me though?
That's another thing. Well, congratulations, that's good enough.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I think that also
you-
beats Leo's.
So you just have to keep rolling at least 16 or higher.
Okay, that's not that bad.
All right.
well,
So,
mine is actually 18. Passive perception, right?
Leo, what would you be doing while they're gone?
Leo's just gonna have a chill day and not wake up
Ah.
and go back to sleep.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Really? Yeah.
'Cause
Not a
like,
busy, not a busy session for you, huh, game?
Well, yeah, I don't have anything to do. There's nothing to do, and Leo doesn't need to go meet the mares. That's all.
I also upcasted it at 3rd level, and I made Leo invisible as well.
Just.
Oh no. Well, you know that's a touch spell. That means he would have seen you go invisible.
Okay, then forget it. Then we'll just say I put myself invisible.
Just in the back of my mind, I say it out loud. Sachi, make good decisions. It's just that's six wisdom sense.
I'd buy it. I'd buy that you guys would realize that. I think at least Leo would know by now that Sachi would do something like this. So Leo, you kind of lay down in bed, and you feel some metal on you as Armistice crawls up and lays on top of you.
Have you talked to your mother, Armistice?
He's gonna pull out a picture, a portrait, and he's gonna hand it to you, and it's gonna show Sachi hugging him.
Well, I have a very disgusted look on my face.
You have the face from Soul Eater.
I don't know what
The
your face is.
Excalibur face. The Excalibur face.
I don't know what that is, Gavin.
What? Have you not seen Soul Eater?
No.
What?
Soul Eater? That is not oh, you have to watch Soul Eater. No one's ever said, oh, you haven't watched fucking Soul Eater? That's crazy.
Yeah, the manga was better. It kind of got up. It wasn't bad, but once it started to do the Full Metal Alchemist issue of, we kind of caught up, and now we have to kind of start figuring out our own shit. It kind of veered off a little bit. Wasn't bad, but compared to the manga, it definitely suffered.
Well, didn't it only catch up towards the last arc, or
Pretty
that
much.
last bit, like when the Kishin kind of comes
Mhm.
out?
Yeah, although the story also continues on further in the manga, if I remember correctly,
Right.
outside the Kishin.
Andrew Valor adamantly says, "Tell Gavin Soul Eater sucks."
Well, I tell Andrew I said he has no taste, so why do I care?
Wow, that's
Animated the trigger.
Andrew's a very I don't even know how many. He watches like every season of anime.
So as you guys head out to the town hall, it's pretty loud. A lot of people are walking around at this point. I am gonna say, Sachi, make me. I'll say, like, you can roll an acrobatics check to try to just avoid people from bumping into you.
Okay. Is that just normal, or do I do that advantage?
Just normal, I'll say.
Okay. Oh my
Oh,
god! The second natural one.
Okay. Immediately, as you're kind of catching up to them, suddenly a large loxodon, an elephant person, kind of walks in the way, and you bump into it.
Do we detect that?
No,
Would
because if it's
Sachi
walking me, there's. Oh, no, I would try and stifle it.
Okay, roll another stealth check.
Okay, with advantage though.
Yes, with advantage stealth.
Nice.
Well,
You're keeping up with the 16.
Yeah.
Sachi, you want to just yell, but you're like, no, gotta be quiet.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you two don't hear anything. Eventually, you reach the town hall. and you walk in to see that secretary construct. Hello, darlings.
Hello.
You here for a meeting?
Yes, I have an appointment.
Yes, you're with Mayor Run. I remember you from yesterday. He's waiting for you in his office.
Thank
Please
you.
make sure. She kind of points to a table. Please leave your weapons on the side. Thank you.
Okay.
Core just kind of looks at himself. Looks over. But I am a weapon. Very well. I'll just leave like 2 maces.
Yeah. Okay. I'll deposit.
2 maces? Where did the warhammers go?
Oh, sorry, Warhammers. My mistake. I forgot.
I was like, as you're kind of going to walk in, Core, you get stopped by some constructs that hold out some like armbands.
I'm sorry, these do not go well with my armor.
They are required for Warforged, as often they are living weapons. And they're gonna put them on, and your internal weapons are disabled.
Okay, I still literally have a slam attack. And a bite attack.
Yeah, you still can do stuff, and you can cast spells. It's just they're not actually being as bad as last time.
And
Oh,
while they're focused on me.
yeah. What
Can I use
are
that
you
to
doing?
just keep a Jagger with me?
Yeah, you can. I'll say that you're able to. Do you put any weapons on the table?
Yep, I'll put the guns. I mean, I'm not gonna sneak them past.
Yeah. I'd say you definitely can keep your daggers as well as the
I don't know, with the 28 you could probably sneak the dumbs well, at least one gun in.
Well, can I keep the Raven blade, because that's an
Yeah. I was
that's
gonna say
a
the Raven's
that's
blade.
that's also a religious artifact, and I reserve the right to keep it with me at all times. I'm not even sneaking that in. I'm just carrying that with me.
No religious exemption.
They go to stop you as like you are carrying a weapon, but at that moment, hey guy, hey, hold on. And rolling up is Mayor Run, who you remember is a gnome with a wheel for half of his body.
Forgot he had a wheel.
Oh, right.
Hello, Mr. Colran, Mayor Colran. Sorry.
No.
Don't worry, we have left the cat behind, so you are not in any danger today.
Well, I was about to say, you got. Are you doing that out loud?
No, just saying that to myself.
Hey, they can have their weapons and stuff. It's fine. They're the heroes of the city after all. Very
Okay,
good.
thank you.
And they'll take the little arm bracelets off.
Well, I'll
And they will
kind of
let
like flex my fingers a little bit, just like it was really confining, even if it wasn't. The idea of me not being able to use weapons, preposterous.
And they'll give you back your war hammers and Farina your guns. It's good to see you two. I'm kind of glad you didn't bring the cat. The cat. So.
Yes, well, hopefully.
He has been known to know exactly when she's not invited.
Well, if anything, well, it's okay. We've got countermeasures for that. And he is going to kind of direct you all to his office. As you all are going, Sachi, you see the Warforged that are his guards start to cast a spell on the door. Well, on the doorway that leads back to like a number of different rooms, including his office.
Okay.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I think that's enough. You've seen some people use this spell before. You see them pulling out this silver string, and they're starting to put it around the door frame, and that is the alarm spell.
Oh.
If you go past the entryway that they use it on, an alarm will go off, even if you're invisible. So what I'm gonna say is, I will say, if you would like to try to get past, you will get one shot
Okay. With advantage.
before the spell gets cast.
Yeah.
So what I'll say is,
Mhm.
roll me an acrobatics check and a stealth check.
With advantage.
The stealth check, yes. The acrobatics check, no.
Wow. Let's see. So 20 on stealth and acrobatics.
Oh,
Total
Okay.
31, which is more than
I'm gonna-
average.
I'm going to roll a dice,
Okay.
and I'm going to roll it on screen. I'm going to
Okay.
roll just a flat d20.
Okay.
I get lower than your roll, you make it.
Lower than my
11.
okay.
If I get higher, then you set off the alarm.
Okay.
It's an 18.
Run! Get over here! Go run! Get here! Go run, you son of a bitch!
You guys hear an alarm
Sachi,
go off
stop
behind
it.
you.
Go run!
Are you
I
still
saved the
invisible?
city! No, at this point I dropped the invisibility.
stop it, Sachi.
Immediately
I
the
demand council!
Sachi, the Warforged are gonna try to grab you.
Don't tase me again!
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
They're going to attempt to grab you. They're gonna try to grapple check. I need you to roll either athletics or acrobatics to escape their grapple.
Oh, dude.
Cora's looking back at you this time. You did a good job, Cat. You did a very good job of keeping away making me not notice until now. I only just noticed now.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so
And
I'm
that's
gonna
it.
roll.
I just continue with Miracle 1.
So I'm gonna say that one of them is gonna give the other the help action to give them advantage.
Okay.
They get a +5 to this, so this is
All right.
actually. You know what? No, for fun, I'm gonna roll this on screen.
Okay. So +5.
Yeah. Okay, 15. They do not grab you.
Okay.
So they go to grab you, and you kind of jump out of their grasp. What do you do?
What do I do? I'm gonna cast. What's the spell I'm looking for? Mirror image. To make
Okay.
two others of me.
All right.
But after I do that, I'm gonna be calm. Like, okay, listen, I don't want any problems. I just wanted to be at the meeting. I know we haven't always been on the right foot, Coal Run. But this is important for Farina, and I just want to be there for her. I won't be disruptive.
Don't talk.
I can't promise that.
Sachi, are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say roll persuasion check.
Okay.
Which you have a pretty good one, if I recall correctly.
I do. Whew.
26. Colrun kind of looks to you two. Do you think she'll be quiet?
No. But whatever, man. It's just...
All right, you can come in.
Yay!
I want to say
But-
Core grabs the cat by the scruff of the neck and just holds on.
Also,
But no, I will not.
Also, for a precaution, you'll need to wear these, and you'll pull out some handcuffs that are made of this dark blue metal with little
Mhm.
pinpricks of starlight on them.
And what did they do, huh?
They're anti-magic cuffs.
Hmm. Okay. I consent.
All right, he'll put them on you. You cannot cast spells.
Okay.
All right. The three of you are taken back to his office. This large room with a number of bookshelves, a number of different like appliances. There's like a little coffee maker in there, like a little steampunk coffee maker. This large mahogany desk. And there's a little ramp next to that goes around the desk that allows him to kind of wheel back. All right. So Farina, you wanted to put up a temple here.
Can you repeat that? You cut off
Sorry.
the.
Sorry. When did you last hear me?
It's just the last sentence.
Okay. So Farina, you looks like you wanted to put in a temple?
Yes. I represent the Sisters of the Whale. I am the High Priestess of this order. We are an order of assassins, and I'd like to set up a temple in your city.
Assassins.
Correct.
You're not an assassins guild, are you?
No, we don't take payment.
Core will
Okay.
speak up at this point. He needn't worry, they only take orders from their goddess. So no one will be able to hire them. At least, not anymore.
Yes,
Okay.
we only answer to the Raven Queen. And, well, actually, is the Raven Queen worshipped by others? Like, maybe not worshipped, but like
yes.
at least like a
Yes, she
known
would
and
be,
like
but it'd
She's a
be
general goddess, so she would be worshipped generally.
just
Maybe not
not
as
one of the more.
fervently.
Yeah, she's one of the more lesser goddesses, so the number of worshippers she have her would be definitely smaller.
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I could definitely make a consideration for since you helped save the city. And I mean, I trust that you all would I'm trusting that you're not creating a new issue. Um
I cannot divulge the nature of my clients or rather my targets, but I can assure you that we will not be an issue to ordinary citizens.
roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Ow.
That wow.
Not the greatest roll. He'll think for a moment. All right. I think we can work something out. The main thing is you're going to need I can get you a license. And
Okay.
I can probably because it's you, I can probably get you a building. I'd usually make any new temple pay for the building. But I owe you all a debt, honestly.
All of us.
We do not
Sure.
require a big building as such.
Well,
This will only be a conduit as such. There will only ever be a small, very small contingent of the order present here.
I will say you'll need to get me the names of the people that will be there. And as far as decorating and
I can work that out.
as far as decorating and any other things you might add on to it, that's going to be on your dime.
Yeah, that will not be a problem. I will put you in contact with my assistants, and well, this will be a long-term project, but hopefully we will have a new religious order here and no problems.
I mean, that works for me.
Thank you then.
Well, of course. I'm.
Any questions?
Well, I heard that a certain one of you went into the prison for destruction of property yesterday.
You're so funny, aren't you, huh? Yeah, it was me.
Carl,
Wow.
look down. You realize that breaking the law is usually bad for your health, correct?
I survived the night in the clink.
I'll sweeten the deal. We'll make sure she never returns to the city.
Oh. I did not consent to this.
Well, too bad.
I'm not going to necessarily ban her from the city, because she is technically a hero of the city as well. I will say, technically, I will say, I have one stipulation.
Okay.
Sachi needs to promise she's not going to try to put somebody up on a pedestal to take my job.
Don't worry, she's quite incompetent when it comes to that kind of thing. She failed the first time, did she not?
I am very competent, okay? I know exactly what I'm doing. And I never implied that I was going to in the first place.
No, you are quite incompetent, because once again, you have proven it by simply forgetting to add the in front of incompetent there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, that's not the point. Mayor Colrun. I don't know what the point is, but that's not the point.
All right. What is the point?
What are you going to do? You said you have a debt to all of us for saving the city. And you're giving Farina, her little temple. What am I getting out of this?
You're not involved in this transaction at all. You get nothing.
It's a separate transaction.
Well, for starters, I won't send you to prison for breaking off that statue's finger.
Okay, how? How'd you know that?
We have security around that place.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Well, speaking of statues,
you see, this is why you should have erased them first and then taken care of it.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. Well,
we have guards that have access to see invisibility.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
kind of awkward.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's not my business to determine how you punish your criminals, but doesn't that seem cruel?
That was more of a. I didn't want to do it, but we don't have a way to actually break the spell.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna try to prevent you from.
Also, I do remember, wasn't it Leo who turned him to stone?
Yeah, exactly. That's like I said, I'm not questioning you. I was curious. But
well, if you're willing to provide compensation, I should be able to achieve this relatively soon. I've just been focusing on other priorities as of late.
I
For
can
correct compensation, of course.
I can provide yeah, sure. I can provide the components and I can provide you pay in addition.
That sounds acceptable.
Yeah, no, it truly is. I've been trying to get people from I've been trying to get Novastone to send one of their higher clerics, but it's hard to get them to send anybody out here. I even asked them to send somebody from their from the let's see, that guild that you guys are a part of, the Griffin Blade. I had heard about this cleric that was really powerful, Ventus Fulgar, but it seems he and his companions are currently not on this plane.
I feel like I should know who Fentus Volgar. Who the fuck is that?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. History with normal. Okay.
Ventus Fulgar is one of the storm chasers.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the first time you guys are hearing that they're not on the plane currently.
I heard two of the members are getting divorced.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
I generally don't worry myself with the behavior patterns of meatbags, so I'm unsure of exactly what's going on with that.
Fair to point, I would never.
I haven't heard anything about that. No, they're dealing with some world-ending crisis, from what I understand.
World ending? Then what the fuck? Why are we just like chilling here? Why are you not concerned about this at all?
I've been told by your guildmaster that they can handle it. They have the support of they at least have the support of the mayor of Novastone, as well as the mayor of the first province, the council member of the first province.
Do they have your support?
I've never met them. I know that one of their members came from Mechanus, but I don't know him personally.
You don't really have a sense of urgency. You kind of lack a sense of urgency, Cole Run. I mean, you had that fucking terrorist in your city too, and you didn't do shit about it until we showed up.
Well, that was more of I was having trouble locking them down. But as far as whatever crisis they're doing, we don't really technically have confirmation that that is actually something that is happening. And also, I have a city I have to run. I have a whole province I have to make sure that it stays peaceful and in balance. I can't.
Yeah, you have to make sure your statues aren't missing any fingers, that your paintings aren't being damaged. You know, things like got a lot on your plate, buddy.
Yes, I do, Sachi. And I actually have a meeting coming up, so I will have to talk to you all later.
Yeah.
It was good to see you again, Farina. Core.
Sachi.
Thank you.
Well,
he does not say anything.
Very well.
No, that's expected.
Yeah, you guys are sent out, and the day is yours. Sachi, nice. You're also freed of your cuffs.
Yes, thank you.
So, about this whole temple thing, like, again, it's not gonna be ready anytime soon, but what I was thinking was like we would like set up like teleportation across different points so we could get from here directly to the temple itself and I would just keep doing this in every city I go to from now.
Cor will look down at Farina. Very well. Our business is concluded here, correct?
Yeah.
Then if you do not need me any further, I shall return to the forge. I have things that should be worked on.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Where-
Well, yeah, but like I was saying, like, would that actually like work? This whole teleportation thing.
Gavin.
Are you asking me at a game, or are you
Yeah.
asking? So the thing about it is teleport, teleportation circle. Let me pull up the spell because I think. Okay. So the thing about the spell teleportation circle, to create a new to create a permanent circle, you have to basically cast that spell in the same location every day for 1 year, or you need a specialist who can basically carve new teleportation circles. So you would need the only specialist you know of would be back at Griffinblade. There was the person who put the teleportation circle in your ship.
I forgot the guy.
Right. Okay.
So you would need to potentially get them to come here and set something up for you.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Or you would need to find somebody that has that spell.
Well, I mean, I was assuming that at least someone at the guild, not the guild, the temple, knows something like this. But we would have all sorts of experts. But yeah, again, like I said, I don't imagine this will be done anytime soon. But if it ever comes up, it might.
I would say there's one person you know that probably could help you with that, besides the person at the guild, and that would probably be Mara, because she has some teleportation ability, so she could probably help you get that set up.
Right. Well, the only way I can contact her would be through sending. I don't have that, but
I have that. Everybody needs Sachi, huh?
yeah, I'll do this another way.
Technically, you would know that Core gets access to that spell.
Oh,
You just
okay,
gotta get
that's
him to prepare it.
Sorry, which spell
Yeah.
again?
Sending.
Is he still here?
Oh, yeah.
Or is he already
Nope,
gone?
I've already left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, well,
you guys
I told
see
you
him
I was
walking
leaving.
off in the distance.
surprisingly
Well,
fast.
Yeah, you
I
can
mean-
catch up with him pretty quickly.
I'm not trying to get away, so yeah. I'm just basically leisurely stroll at this point.
Hey,
I would
hey,
imagine
Core,
Core's also a little slower too.
Well,
Sammy.
I try to
Or-
catch up with him if he's still
Well-
around nearby.
All you have to do is call Core, and I can guarantee you that with my stupid perception, I'd be able to, or I'd know it was you, stop and turn around.
Core.
I believe you noted that our interactions here were done. Was there something else you needed?
This is something for later. Would you be able to help me out with the sending spell?
Core will just kind of go blank for a moment. I do not currently have that spell on availability. Is it okay?
Yeah,
Or
that's
is
fine.
it okay
We'll
to? Very
set
well.
this up later.
Very well. Then tomorrow morning, after the forge has been lit, I will be willing to assist you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else?
Now, what are you doing now?
As stated, I shall head back to the forge. There are some things that I wish to get done.
Right.
Do you
well,
need my further assistance?
no. That's good luck, I guess.
Much appreciated. Goro, once
Farina
again,
doesn't
start
quite
walking.
know what he actually does in the forge.
In reality, it's just basically him tinkering, trying to make various little components right now for whatever big project he's working on.
mhm. Working on the wings, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I figure you should probably, since you guys are going to be traveling pretty soon again, I believe by the time you get there, you should be at the next tier of your wings, which I think might be the last one.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
you should have your wings by then.
Because right now I can I can't do sustained flight, but I can. What was it? I can fly. I have it right now. Basically, fly and glide.
Yeah.
But the final stage will be sustained flight.
Was there anything you all, Leo included, wanted to do? I don't know when you guys planned on leaving Mechanus, but
No, not really. I think I got everything.
okay. Sachi?
Yeah. Do they have a store that sells reincarnation ingredients?
I would say so, yeah. I'm
Alright,
sure
then
that.
I would just go there and buy some stuff. Buy like
Alright.
three of them.
Alright, that's 3,000 gold.
Jesus.
It's 1,000 gold per casting, dude.
But since I'm buying it in bulk, shouldn't I get a discount?
Kevin, roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
No, Kevin does, not Sachi.
Oh. I rolled and I got a nat 20.
I don't know about that. I don't know if it's high enough.
I'm just gonna roll Sachi. Oh, Gavin.
Oh my goodness.
I should get a really good deal.
We'll see that it does say, the spell does say the ingredients have to be worth at least 1,000 gold.
Oh, come on.
Okay. I will say you get a 10% discount. So
I'll take.
So that would
10%
be-
on
700.
natural 20.
so that'd be 300. Well, I rolled a d100. And I only rolled a 10.
Come on. Oh, Jesus. So 2,700.
Well, a 10% discount is 300 gold less.
So, yeah, so it'd be 2,700.
2,700. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, sure. I'll take that.
yeah, you're able to talk. You're able to. The salesperson is like a very nerdy guy that you're able to sweet talk into letting you have it for a lower cost.
Okay.
And you have 3 uses of reincarnate. I don't
Thank
know what. Well, I know what you're probably going to do. When one
Well,
of the others dies, you bring them back as something else.
preferably, yeah.
I'm just waiting for like Sachi to like act like you guys are rolling death saves and Sachi just comes over and stabs one of you.
Okay.
Don't
Just to
worry,
kill
I'm
you.
saving them.
I will say, Sachi, the thing about reincarnate is the soul has to be free or willing
I'm
to re-enter.
aware. I'm aware.
But then
I know, I'm
at
just-
the same time, though, if he kills them while they're unconscious, they don't know that Sachi was the one that killed them.
That's also a good point, yes.
I know, but I'm just saying Leo might not be willing to come back.
Well, you would assume I'd want to bring Leo
Let's see what
back.
the circumstances are. Yeah. For that.
Leo comes back as a halfling.
And maybe
God
he kills
willing.
himself again.
Core wouldn't take much. Core just comes back as something made of flesh.
Core wouldn't come back.
That's actually Cor would probably come back, but then spend the rest of his life figuring out how to return to his old body. Because
Yeah.
he's still, mortality is still something that he doesn't actually not only doesn't understand, but the only moment he understands is it's the like ultimate weakness of a flesh and blood being. So if he actually dies, it'd be more of a defeat to himself than anything else.
Hang on, I'm actually curious. Can can everybody but Kevin roll or Sachi roll me D100s? I'm just curious if this did ever come up, what you guys would end up being. All right, so let me pull it up.
I rolls.
Is this it? Where is it? There was one that was like. Was it this one? Okay, yeah, it's this one. Okay.
I'll be right back, by the way.
Okay, sure. Core got an 88. Oh, Core would come back as an orc.
Even greater insult.
The irony, because they were orc children that you killed.
No, he wouldn't think of it that way. He would think of it as the orcs that he basically broiled to death.
Oh no! Leo rolled a 63, which on the table that I'm using, actually, I'm not even kidding, it's actually halfling. Like here, I'll even. I'm putting this in the chat because like I have to.
I'm just gonna find the nearest cliff and jump off of it. Such a horror.
First. Oh, Farina would also be a halfling. So 2 halflings and an orc and a half tabaxi. Well, 2 halflings and an orc kill a tabaxi girl. Anyways, Leo, eventually your companions return to the house. It's probably about midday at this point.
Did your meeting go well? I can only imagine what trouble Sachi caused.
Well,
Even
she
that's
did
hard,
cause trouble,
to make
but
good decisions, but I assume she didn't.
Oh, you guys are back. Are you all hungry for lunch?
yeah, sure.
Frank Flask will get you all some good chili and ale for Core.
I'll just grab one from where I know they are. Because I'm heading straight to the forge. Otherwise.
I'm just imagining Core wearing like one of those hats with you can put cans in and it has a straw going through.
No. You see, what he would do is he'd have 2 of his arms would be each carrying a keg, and he'd have each of those up on his shoulders, and then just basically what amounts to an IV going down into his chest from each.
Oh my goodness.
That way,
Yeah,
that way he
probably
can basically be drip fed for 24 hours.
that's probably the safer thing. 'Cause, like, where does all that alcohol go?
It gets burned for fuel. Like, literally burned.
Yeah. But yeah, you continue working on your wings. Leah, Farina, you already said that you weren't doing anything. Leo, did you have anything you wanted to do in Mechanist before you all planned on leaving?
I really don't think so.
Okay. Then I'll say we'll just go ahead and skip to the next morning.
Alright. Yep, for the next morning I'll prepare sending for Farina.
Alright.
Okay.
You prepare sending?
Yes.
Yep.
How many words was it?
25.
Okay, 25. Okay. I say, Mara, I need you to. Yeah, I need you to set up a teleportation circle in Mechanist in the new temple that I have acquired. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
After a moment, sure thing. Can you give me a description so that I can teleport over? I can bring some sisters and brothers to start setting up. And that's all 25.
Yeah. Doesn't she already have
She has
something?
teleport, but the problem is she's never been to Mechanus.
Yeah, but you can teleport if you have something
Oh, well,
connected to
wait,
it.
actually, she knows you guys' teleportation circle. That's right. Um, then, I will bring some people over. We will be teleporting onto your ship.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you for that, Core. Um, yeah.
it's probably about
Very well.
half an hour that there's a knock at the door, and when you open it, you see Mara. You see Caspian in her female body. Because I remember that I remember Caspian got reincarnated. I don't remember what race she ended up being though. I gotta see if I may have to go back to the one of the previous episodes. Kevin probably remembers.
But he's not speaking.
Well, he's not there. Let me see if I've got it in my notes on my phone. Nope, I do not. We'll wait for Kevin to come back, but we'll Caspian as well as some other several different people from some of your sisters and then also some of the male followers.
Welcome. Yeah.
So
I have acquired a temple in the city, at least a place for a temple rather. And we will be setting up let's call it an outpost with the teleportation circle back to the temple. We will need
okay.
at least a few permanent uh, residents, and I'd say around five should be enough.
Yep, that's what I brought. That's what I brought Caspian and the others here for. They'll get the place. They'll get the place set up.
Yes, and okay, well, we didn't do this when we met the mayor, but I would probably have some sort of documentation, right?
Yes. I would say like a courier came in earlier that morning and delivered some documents to you that give you basically a license to have a temple and a license to preach the word of the Raven Queen.
Right, and the mayor will have a record of this as well, so I can just give this to
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, you can just give that to someone. It also contains the address for your new temple.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I give it to. Let's give it to Caspian if he's gonna stay, if she's gonna stay here rather.
Yep. I'm gonna be the new high. Well, Mara said I'd be the new head priestess of this location.
Yes, and our purpose here will not be to proselytize, as it were. We're not looking for recruits here. We are just going to have a presence in the city for anyone who wishes to join us, but we're not going to be advertising as such.
We can
Only
do that.
those who, yeah, only those who are truly true believers will even want to come there, I suppose.
I'm trying. I have to get this out. Like you said, true believers. Excelsior! Quiet, Stan. um.
Yeah.
They will all nod, and we won't let you down, High Priestess.
Good. Anyway, that's really thank you, Mara, and thank you all of you as well, Caspian. Yeah, that's it really. When you're done, you can just use the teleportation circle back to the temple.
Yep, we're.
And also, and I will be setting up more locations like these across various cities, and I'll contact you when I do manage to get a location down.
Yep. Mara nods. Just let me know, and I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah, that's all for me now. Right now.
All right. Kevin, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Nope. Oh, okay. Well, I have to ask you. Do you remember what Caspian's race was when he got turned into a girl?
Um,
Because I did not write it down, and I cannot find it.
it's not a
Well-
dwarf, but it's something dwarf adjacent.
Oh, it might have been actually.
A hill dwarf or something like that.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. That makes sense.
Glad you remember that he is a she.
I remembered that. Yes, because that was hilarious. But in case you missed it, Caspian is going to be the new head priestess of the Mechanist Temple.
I heard that.
And so at this point, you guys, what you guys do from here is up to you.
Well, I suppose we're heading off on the trail of Gibson or Sachi's father, or yeah, only those two.
Cashier waits.
Yep. You all say your goodbye. Did anybody have any scenes they wanted to do before you guys left? Any like role play you wanted to do with anybody?
I think Cor wants to say goodbye to his papa.
I am much
Does
appreciative of the. I'm much appreciative of the time that you allowed me to spend at the forge. It saved me much money from having to rent one out.
Of course. You do good. Stay safe and let me know how it goes with the forge.
Of course.
He'll be good with us.
Death flag, death flag, death flag.
And this is Cora's last adventure too.
This is all you
Before-
guys' last adventure.
Well, it's Cora's last adventure before he retires, and he's got a girl waiting for him back home.
He's got a girl. No, he doesn't. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, he's a few months to retirement. He's got a baby on the way.
Yeah, I'd like to say a heartfelt goodbye.
All right. He kind of turns to you. Sachi, it was good to see you again.
Yeah, I'm really gonna miss you, and you played a very important role in our adventure. But I think this is a good time for us to part, Clunk.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know you want to stay in Mechanist and settle down and have a life together with the robots. Bunny Robot, I think I saw Bunny Robot around there. And I'm really happy for you.
He's gonna kick you in the shin.
Hey!
He just kicks you. Bang!
Alright, fine. Get on the fucking ship then. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Frank Flask.
I do have something to say to
It's
Sachi.
good to see you.
I said I do have something to talk to Sachi when we get done.
Okay. Frank is gonna give you a hug, Sachi.
You've been like a second father
And-
to me, Frank Flask. Thank you.
And you guys start heading towards the ship. You said Leo wanted to talk to Sachi?
Yeah, just briefly.
Okay.
I saw a certain picture, Sachi, lately.
Picture.
Yeah, picture.
Is it my criminal wanted photo?
No. You see, you're coming around to your son, finally.
Oh, you saw that, huh?
Yeah.
That's like, that was Photoshop. That actually didn't happen. I actually don't know where you got that from.
You could just admit that you like him, at least.
That abomination?
Yeah, he grows on you, doesn't he?
Yeah, like the fucking, like the multiple arms on his fucking body. Yeah, they sure fucking grow.
Or just give him an arm, Sachi, and then you'll feel like part of him.
Maybe it's not that bad, okay?
I mean, he could shift you. I encouraged him to shift you last time we talked to him, I believe.
I think that is true, actually. But yes, I'm glad he didn't ship me, and he makes for a good pet.
He's your son.
Well,
Sentient being, he's not a pet.
At that moment, Armistice rolls up to you, or rolls up beside you two, and suddenly you see sparks kind of appear in front of his face, and they form into kind of a mouth.
What the fuck?
I love you, mommy and daddy.
What the fuck? Did you do this?
I can delete that personality if you want and make it a little and put it as something a little bit more appropriate.
Armistice pulls out a gun and aims it at Core. You step off.
Core just tilts his head. The pathetic thing is actually threatening me. Is this what? He'll look over at Farina. Is this what you beings call ironic? Or would it be considered funny?
Well, I don't think that's ironic, but it is a bit funny.
Ah. Core looks down at Armistice. Then you are now classified as funny.
Hey, Paul, remember what you did to those orchids?
Sachi, behave.
Yeah, yes, I do. Why are you being Are you being threatened by the Armistice enough that you need me to destroy it?
Just be on standby, just in case.
Core looked down at Armistice again. Understood. Unknown.
Armistice is going to become the next BBG.
Extends the other two arms so that he's actually like truly prepared.
Leo, you did not do that. You don't know how he's doing that.
I just assumed it's something to do with his little electric spell or gauntlet thing he had or whatever it was.
Weirdly enough, it seems like his arms are bulkier than they were before.
What have you
What
been
the
up to
crap
since
is
we
you?
left you at home? Yeah,
Oh,
I have been working out,
good. Keep going.
hitting the gym as you were.
how did you grow a mouth?
I do not know.
Huh.
How did he grow him out?
Core, how did he grow a mouth?
I
Some
think I'm
individual,
evolving.
some individual must have installed it, or this could be a side effect of that to Forge of Souls. If it is the latter case, I must destroy this thing now. Armistice, I will ask you right now. I will ask you a quick question. No, wait.
Armistice
As a. Oh, never mind. I will ask you one question real fast. Have you been affected by the Forge of Souls?
I am going to be a real boy.
He was
I'll
part,
look over at the
he was
two of
part
them.
organic to begin with. We made him from organic arms. It's fun.
Is he organic?
I mean, they weren't all robot arms that we threw on.
Wait, some of those are real arms?
I just imagine he pulls out a skeletal arm. No, he is entirely mechanical.
I'll look over at the two of them. Sachi and Leo. Very well. It looks like there is a good chance that I must terminate this thing right now before it actually starts to get out of control. May I proceed at this or proceed right now, or do you want me to do it while you two are unable to see me do it?
I want you to just not do it.
I'm kind of indifferent.
The only construct out of control is the one that killed the orc children that we found out about.
Very well. I shall hold off for this time being. Until next time, Armistice.
I love that the true foe of Core is now Armistice.
Not really true foe. It's just basically this is an Core sees this as an abomination at this point. An
He's becoming
abomination
a
that needs to
real
destroy.
boy.
Think of it for science core. You want to see what happens, how he evolves.
Core's just jealous because he has more arms than him.
But they're more useless. He only has arms.
Does he have like a robot tongue too, or is he just like a voice box?
It's kind of like, so it's kind of like electrical, like the electricity is kind of like forming a mouth.
Oh, like Bender?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. I'm trying to think. I know I've seen. I don't know why Belly Bolt appears when I try to look electric mouth. Let me see if I can Google something because I have an image in my head. Made of electricity. Why does that say 5e? Why did that? Okay, I'm not finding anything. Maybe later. But anyways, so you guys get onto your ship, and you all set off, saying goodbye to Mechanus once again. And I'll say, as you are traveling, 3 days passes. And I need 2 D100s for me, please.
I'll do one. Someone else can do another.
Okay. Oh.
Oh wow. We rolled the
Everyone
same
else did
thing.
another.
We rolled the same number.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, one of the numbers will be 22.
Okay. So, as you are traveling, it's very peaceful. It's actually like, you're not quite in the desert yet, which is when it's gonna get really hot for probably Sachi more than anybody else, and because everybody else is either core or grew up on the coast.
I love it. Everyone else is either just core or grew up on the coast.
But you guys notice off to the side a flock of hippogriffs. These large mixtures of eagles and horses flying nearby. They fly by. Anything? You guys do anything, or you just let them go?
How many
They're
is a flock?
rocketed.
Considering that sounds like they're pretty far out. I mean, well, core wouldn't be up on deck. Wouldn't have asked for anyway, so.
Yeah, Core's too busy working on his own wings.
Mm-hmm.
How many are
But
there
they're-
in this flock?
There are about 10 of them.
How far are they?
Probably about 100 feet away.
Do I know anything about hippogriffs?
You know that they typically don't, like, they are tameable. People often use them for mounts. I don't know what's going on with Tushar over there. I'm hearing
What?
like
He's typing.
I'm hearing. Oh, you're typing. Okay, I was confused what that noise was.
Oh, okay. So,
I heard this. Um. They're tameable. They do require a lot of like respect from their rider, from any potential rider. So typically, in order to gain that respect, you'll need to bow to them when you approach. That's about what you know.
Kind of hard to approach in the sky, so no, I don't think we're gonna do anything with them.
I throw a rock at them.
You're gonna throw a rock at them?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a strength check. Okay. You throw a rock, and it falls after 30 feet.
Well, you know.
Does not affect them, and they keep flying by. But after a few more days, we'll say 3 more, it's about halfway through your travels. And as you are traveling, it's really foggy on this day. It's very hard for you all to see. The robolds, Thalia's robolds have like their eyes are lit up to try to like make like somewhat of a light source that you guys can see at least a little bit, but it is very, very hard to see. It is also very gloomy, very dark. And Core, you're down below, but you have the highest passive perception of the party. Leo, what's your passive perception?
19.
His isn't bad by any means.
Yeah.
Mine would be just simply more hearing aspect, of course.
Yeah. So Core, you have a 23. You're definitely gonna hear this. For Leo has 19. Okay. Core, you start to hear as you're sitting down. You start to hear a whistle.
I will focus on
And
the whistling to try and figure out what it is I'm hearing.
all right, Leo, you start to hear it as well. Roll me a history check.
Me or him?
Both. Core, it's on the tip of your tongue, and you're trying to think for a moment. But then, Leo, you get it pretty instantly, and Core, you get it just after you realize that's the sound of a cannon being fired.
They're gonna break my ship.
And I need to roll something really quick.
And I'll start making my way to the top deck.
Do. You guys don't have your ship, I believe, doesn't have any specialized armor, so that'll definitely hit. So that is a 21 to hit. I'm just gonna roll it here. A cannonball suddenly shoots down and shoots through the deck. The cannonball, like as you're going up the stairs, Core, it suddenly goes through the deck and goes past you and goes through the bottom of the deck as it does 36 points of damage to the ship.
That's no fun.
But as you get up on deck, you don't see where it came from. You look around and none of you see anything. You don't see any other ships. It is very foggy, but you still would you feel like you would at least see something. But nothing's there. Stop throwing holes in my ship. What do you do?
So you say it's basically overall clear, we just can't see it, right?
Yeah, it's foggy, but it's like clear enough to at least see to some distance. It's like it's very you guys are high enough in the air to where it's like not as obscuring.
And when it see invisibility is no longer a divine spell, so I don't have access to that.
Let me see if any of your crew members have access to that.
Either way, though, I do know since the cannonball whizzed by the front of my face, I know the general direction of where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, it's by no means my good weapons, but the yeah. So, for the first time in God knows how long, I'm just basically going to shoot my light crossbow in the general direction of.
You have a crossbow?
Yes, I do. I probably haven't used it since like level 2 or 3, but if even that. Just basically in the general direction. I mean, if it sticks in some calculating just a like rough calculation of the angle of the fire and shooting. Basically, if it hits something, it's not going to do much damage, but it's going to hit something.
Okay, roll the hit.
15.
15. You fire off a shot, and the bolt falls.
I'm honestly not surprised.
Well,
It was-
actually, what happens is, you fire it off. It hits something, but it bounces off.
That's what I was hoping for.
I'll give you that. And as you do that, you see several bats start to fly from that area. They almost seem to appear out of midair and start flying towards your ship.
Invisibility, wonderful.
And as they land, the bats transform into these pale individuals with large fangs. Take the ship and take them all as prisoners.
I'll look at
And
them.
that is where we're going to end our session today.
No, one more thing. I will look at them. You do realize I don't have any blood for you to suck, correct? You will get poisoned off of my internal fluids.
Next time you guys get to deal with vampirates,
Oh, fun.
which is actually a stat block. That is actually a creature.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you a little bit about why you don't see their ship next time. There is a reason. But we will do that next time. So great session. Good session today.
Good session. Good session.
Good session.